No, what we've discovered is that for people who have spent 30 years basically doing market research the old way with 3 months or 6 weeks with a week in field and doing a 75-page PowerPoint at the end versus doing something in literally half an hour and getting all the responses back and the insight. That's actually, even though it sounds quite obvious, for a lot of people in the industry, if you spent 30 years doing it a different way, then you have a whole education piece and also a reassurance piece. We've been sitting in meetings with people in the insights world who tell us literally in the meeting, this really scares me. Because you've spent 20 years doing something in a particular way and then you're going to change it. It's scary if you're in the middle of that disruption. So that's something that has taken us probably about the last year and a half to kind of work through. And we're kind of just picking up engagement
and
now.
How have you been changing hearts and minds on the business side?
It's interesting. CMOs tend to love the platform because they get the eclectic data. Because what we're effectively doing, we're taking a small data. It's a market research. It's an incredibly good science, right? It's taking 1,000 people's responses and then trying to extrapolate out to what 1 million people are going to do or 10 million people are going to do. Which means there's a lot of science around the questions, there's an art around the questions as well, and then the statistics at the back, the quotering, the weighting, everything else. And we're combining that with big data where you take 10 million people are doing in terms of data set, and then trying to look at kind of some probabilistic kind of modeling to work out what they're going to do in future, right? And we're combining those two things together. So if we talk to the CMO of a large organization, as a CMO, you can talk to your customers right now in real time, and not just ask them some questions, but also see how active they are, with full permission, anonymously, what apps they use most. So if you have a loyalty application for the supermarket, you can see what other supermarket loyalty apps they're using, what bank apps they're using. You can see where people are spending their time. Are they primarily on Instagram versus Facebook versus LinkedIn versus Twitter? You can see all kinds of psychometric information, and you can get that in the moment in a snapshot. That's incredibly powerful. Brand marketers tend to love the platform for the same reason.